Okay, so this is an arc welding machine. People might call it an arc welding machine or a stick welding machine. Probably the most basic common form of welding with electricity there is. You've got a couple of basic parts to it and you're set and you can weld. You get your electrode holder or stinger. You've got your earth clamp or your ground clamp. Your plug, stick it into the power point, get your power from, and a basic power setting. Let's take a closer look. So looking at the front of this arc welding or stick welding machine, you can see we've got a couple of basic connections and settings that we can play with. First up, off and on. This will light up red when she's got power to her. You can see here this knob will come off and you can connect your earth clamp or your ground clamp to that one there. And same here again, this one here is for your electrode holder. You can see the little diagram there. And over to the left, in the bottom left corner, you can see the plug lead, which plugs into your wall. And this triangle looking knob thing here, it adjusts the power to the welder. By screwing it in, you can adjust it for more power, and screwing it out, you can adjust it for less power. So if we follow the diagram on the front here, I'll take the knob off. You can see that the picture is showing us to connect the ground clamp to this lug there. So this is your connection here. It's a simple matter of putting it over the thread, getting the knob, putting it on, and do it up nice and snug and tight. Same again with the electrode. You can see there's a diagram of the electrode holder. It's just a matter of finding the lug thread, pop it on the thread, put that knob back on there, and you're done. Simple as that. So to insert an electrode into this particular electrode holder, it's just a simple matter of picking up the electrode. Make sure you use the uncoated end, which is the end with no flux on there. One end is coated right to the very tip, and that's the end to start welding with. The other end is got roughly an inch or half an inch of unexposed or exposed welding rod. If you look inside the guts of it, right down the centre here, look right down inside there. What you do is you get your electrode and poke it in there. What you do then, hold the black part, the top half, with your left hand, bottom part with your right hand, and just twist it up. It's good and tight then. You can see good contact, nice and strong, it's not going to slip out. Now on this particular stick welding machine, you have a little viewing window along here, and you can clearly see at the top there, it shows material thickness in millimetres and the electrode size in millimetres. If you can make out from the video, it's a bit hard to see because it's a bit worn out the viewing area here, but you can just see a small yellow bar. Now when you adjust the power setting, this bar slides either to the right for a lower setting or to the left to indicate a higher power setting. So there you saw one example of a stick welding machine or an arc welding machine. Let's take a look at another one. It's still an arc welding machine, just slightly different. Same in principle, just a little bit different on the outside. So here we can see an example of another arc welding or stick welding machine. Same as the other one, except it's a bit bigger, and the adjustment for the power setting on the front is a little bit different. And you've got connections for a lower power setting and you've got connections for a higher power setting. But all in all, it's the same kind of machine. So you still have your ground clamp or your earth clamp. You've still got your electrode holder. It's a little bit different, this one. It's just like your earth clamp, you just open it, close it, simple as that. different style, same deal, it holds the electrode in place. It's just a different way of doing things. Now, I mentioned before this machine was slightly different. We still got your lugs here for your work, which is your ground or your earth. But see this one here, there's two connections. So this one here is for a, what's this one? This is for the low current setting, and this one here is for a high current setting. Now for your power adjustment on this particular machine, the adjustment's sort of still in the middle again, but there's actually a description along the outside here. So along here you can see that we go from, this is the low amperage setting in red, and it goes all the way from 40 amps in increments of 5, so 40, 45, 50 amps, all the way up to about 90 amps, just in the inside there. If you spin this little doobie-lacky around, you see we go from 60 amps all the way up to about 160, it's just in there, in increments of 10 amps. So now you can see here that the current amperage range is actually low, and that's why there's a red sort of sticker around here, so you can visualize that that's red and that's red, so you're on the low setting, so you use these adjustment or these figures here. This one here is the black one, or the high setting, so you use these adjustments here. So let's say we're on the red and we want to set the machine to say 60 amps. There's your 60 amp mark. You push it in to 60 amps, twist this fella, lock him off, done. You want to change it to say, let's say 80 amps. Make sure it's lined up at the front there, lock it off, give it a twist. Simple. So that's it. That's how simple arc welding machines or stick welding machines are. They basically plug it in the wall. You have one lead which goes to your work, which is your ground or your earth clamp, and the other one is your electrode holder. And you're simply making an electrical circuit. Lots of heat. Melts the rod, melts the work. If everything goes according to plan, you're welding.